Hey, welcome back. You're here for more Age of Empires and we've got it. This time it's a 2v2. Want to introduce old friend of mine. Play name Skrymir, and he's been a RTS player for some time. Lots of experience with Starcraft 2 and played some Age of Empires back in the day. And we've played a few games together against the computers, and he's starting to get the hang of Age of Empires 4. But we're going to be doing some team games and seeing what we can do. Our opponents are Artistic Mirror and Henry Digital. The map is Altai. And for this game, we decided to have one of us harass and the other try to build up their economy as quickly as possible. So I'm playing as the Abbasid in the hopes that I can get up a second town center fairly quickly, and Skrymir is playing as the Mongols with the hopes that he can harass very quickly. He's thinking just a few horsemen, and from there he can tech up to the castle age and start gaining out some better units. But the idea for me is get down my second town center as quickly as I can, and then once I do that, get up to the castle age and start sieging down our opponents. Now it's coming up on the time where we really want to know what our opponents are putting down for their landmarks, and there we see the council hall from the English player. That's a good find there. Now I'm trying to find our Rus opponent. I find him, and he's actually already got a barracks, and he's made a spearman. So I'm warning Skrymir, hey, careful about those horsemen. If this Rus player continues to spam out spears, then it's going to be an issue. Decide to snipe down some of these deer. Oh, just want to deny this Rus player the gold that he could earn from killing the deer. So I'm up to the feudal. Looks like I'm the first one there. Henry Digital right after me. That's the English player. I mean, we saw him building his council hall. And for my fast expand, I'm getting my fresh foodstuffs, and I'm also getting an archery range because I saw that I saw the spearman coming from the Rus player, and this is great for Skrymir. These early horsemen are doing great against his against these longbowmen. I told Skrymir just keep engaging. Like, if you see a longbowman, kill it. Oh, and forcing the opponent to pull off of gold. That's good. Maybe we'll find some villagers near. Yeah, this is what I like to see. Definitely a lot of harassment here. Ooh, and maybe even gonna get a scout out of it. But man, look at the English town center. So scary. Rus player makes it up to the next age. Now it's pretty much just on Skrymir to get up there. Of course, he spent some resources making the horsemen, but looks like he's gonna be putting down the deer stones in a moment here. He's got the resources for it. Yeah, there we go. A little slow on that feudal. Looks like Skrymir had a bit of an excess of gold. Maybe next time just 2 on the gold mine? Hard to say. Usually you want 3 on the gold. But it looks like he's really preparing for a longer game, as he's got these pastures ready to go. And he's getting good harassment back here, although the spears are out. That's going to really discourage these this group. Oh, and there's the spearman from the Rus. Now that's a good identify. If we keep that in mind, then that means the Rus player doesn't have really any defenses back home. So Skrymir's going to head over there and see if there's any free villagers. Haven't really gotten any villagers. Maybe got one here, but definitely got 2 longbowmen from the council hall, so that's definitely a good find. course, I've got my second town center up, and now I'm just pushing out archers, maybe the occasional camel archer, securing my gold because I desperately need it. Now we're going to start mining gold and rallying villagers to food sources, either these berries or these deer. Skrymir's on the hunt, seeing some juicy villagers here. Nice, good targeting down. I like that. These are still just early horsemen. It's kind of wild how strong these early horsemen are, even without that that upgrade. They'll lose the Khan there. That's unfortunate. I think he's just okay to lose these units. Looks like he got 2, 3. I see 3 villagers in there. That's a really good pickup. That's a really good pickup. Would maybe like to see the upgrade to early horsemen. Skrymir's got a lot of resources. And that's okay. I mean, he can jump up to the castle age if he likes. Getting that step redoubt down would be great. And really, he's managed to get up to the next age just by mining this gold, going for this deer hunt, and just constantly producing villagers. Yeah, here come more of those horsemen. Over here, I'm still doing my game plan. Still gathering up archers. I figured these can support his horsemen. And now I'm happy because I got this scout in a great spot. I'm watching over the rally point of the English player. We can pretty much monitor his army size and make sure that we're not going to get just completely overwhelmed by English aggression. Because, I mean, that happens. The feudal age push by the English can be really devastating. Nice, seeing good upgrades from Skrymir. Looks like he's getting the forestry upgrade. Although, really, I'd like to see wheelbarrow. Forestry is not all that amazing. I'd really recommend getting wheelbarrow as your first economic technology. And if you are trying to get wood, get that double broadaxe. Forestry is really just not going to get you there. Oh, more villagers. Oh, perfect timing from Skrymir here. Oh, that one villager is still injured. Okay, good. He noticed. That was great. Look at the villagers can actually put up a decent fight against these early horsemen. But yeah, Skrymir's happy to keep fighting. Look at that. Oh yeah, get those 2 injured ones. Yeah, the horseman's done, but oh, that's good kills right there. Nice work. A few more villagers for the Rus player are dead. I'm just expanding to more food sources because it seems like we're really taking advantage of the map, and our opponents are just kind of stuck in their bases dealing with these horsemen harass. Going up with the culture wing for the 3rd age. Skrymir's a little short on food to go up to the next stage. Henry Digital's way behind, looking like needs just food and gold. But that's likely because the English opponent is just spamming units. We're getting a lot of spearmen and archers, or longbowmen. Skrymir just needs a little bit more gold. He'll be ready to go. I've already aged up. And the Rus player is looking for more food. A little bit too gold heavy. Really needs to get more food. Oh, and I block some more walls being built by the Rus opponent. And here comes more horsemen led by Skrymir's hardened Khan. Wow. Would really like to see this maneuver arrow be used at some point by Skrymir. I mean, it's such a cool ability. It lets you get such a speed bonus. I'm not sure if he's going to go this long way around through this backside, or if he's going to go for... Oh no, he sees these spearmen attacking my scout. So he's probably going to go the long way around. That's probably the right move. Okay, I age up, and I immediately decide let's spam out a bunch of man-at-arms, because the English opponent just has spearmen and longbowmen. So these Man-at-Arms are going to be really tanky, and they'll be able to take a lot of damage from those. I mean, these units are basically just going to tickle the Man-at-Arms. Oh, but man, it's a lot of units. Skrymir's still just going with 2 stables, but a blacksmith is down and he's getting some upgrades. Love seeing that. Oh, it looks like I'm going to lose my scout here, and that's unfortunate. I really liked that scout's position. I think I'm going to send... I think I noticed that I lose it, and I send out some scouts to try and get that spot back. I really wanted that. It was such a nice little preview of the enemy's army, so I wanted to keep that. And speaking of keeping something, we're putting down a keep in the center of the map. This is kind of going to be our center for operations. We're going to hopefully get our siege units rallied here, and then we can move on to our opponent's bases. Let's check out Skrymir. He's being good about getting down production buildings. He's definitely got the food and gold to age up, so I'd really like to see him age up. But I do like seeing these barracks. He knows that he should be producing some man-at-arms. He knows that that's just a good answer here. There's strong units in the Castle Age. And I think he's planning on aging up. He's definitely spent some resources. I think he's planning on building his third another landmark here in a moment. So I'm getting, in terms of upgrades, some veteran camel archers, getting improved econ upgrades for chopping and mining. And we've got a scout once again on our opponent's longbowmen and spearmen. Skrymir's burning down a wall over here, but it's a Rus fortified palisade wall. These are just sometimes not even worth going for. And it's unfortunate because there's all these spearmen, including the English spearmen, just waiting. Yep, Skrymir does the right decision and decides to back off. It's a good thing he has the Khan there, because the Khan's giving such good vision. Basically gave him the vision over that wall to see all of those spearmen waiting. And now he's going up to the Castle Age with the Step Redoubt. And it's put right next to this gold vein and this keep, so he's going to be extra secure. I've got a mosque bringing out some imams. We're just going to grab up these relics near the center of the map. And my production is really, really strong now. You can see my stone, my gold, my wood, and my food is shortly going to start to take off as we research agriculture and start getting down farms. So it looks like our Rus player makes it to the Castle Age. Skrymir is about to make it to the Castle Age, and our English player, I would assume, will be right behind us. In terms of resources, it looks like our Rus player is floating a lot of wood and gold. Could be putting out some siege units here. Skrymir's floating a lot of food and wood. The wood could go to a second town center. It costs a lot of wood to get that second town center as the Mongols, but sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and just do it. And nice, now he's spending a lot of that food and gold on man-at-arms. So that's perfect. Looks like he recognized he was floating a lot. That's great. He's basically going to be able to produce man-at-arms, and he's going to be able to produce man-at-arms and knights as much as he wants. So it looks like the Rus player went professional scouts, snatching up these deer carcasses. I decided to just let it go, and maybe Skrymir's horsemen can chase them down, but they're just not really worth our trouble. We're more focused on getting this keep up. We put it in this defensive, or this stealth forest. We're going to use this as our base of operations for our siege. So we're going to start rallying trebuchets here. And hopefully we have one coming out already. Yeah, there's the trebuchet. Step Redoubt is in full effect. And it looks like Skrymir got those level 1 economic upgrades. So that's good to see. Oh, and more raiding. More raiding from Skrymir. Very effective. Just sniping down the occasional villager. Who cares if you lose a horseman or two? This is really just to buy us time until this keep goes up. And now that it's up, we're ready. We've got a huge force here. A lot of Castle Age units. The veteran longbowman upgrade did come through for the English player. So these are some stronger longbowmen. It looks like got a little bit of upgrades, some attack upgrades. Upgrades on my end. It looks like, okay, yeah, I'm starting to queue up a bunch. And I'm getting down a second blacksmith. Nice. We're really expanding out on the map. We're grabbing up wood in other areas. We're getting a much bigger farming operation going. Yeah, that's a lot of farms. And we've definitely got... Oh, nope, agriculture's on the way. Put another tower down here just to give some better vision of what we're going to attack on our opponent's base. And now... everything's been revealed. Our opponents are now going to have to deal with trebuchets bombarding their base. So I'm going to target down this council hall, and we'll get to work. And the villagers that were mining at this, or that were chopping at this wood line, they're starting to get harassed by the castle back here. So now what? We've pretty much revealed what's going on. So now I'm going to take the sacred sites and begin the slow siege. Skrymir actually got the siege engineering upgrade and has decided to contribute siege engines of his own. So now we've also got some traction trebuchets coming out. I'm sending small forces forward just to see if I can take out this mangonel, but unfortunately, opponent wisely pulls it back, so instead we will build some springalds back here. If he comes forward with the mangonels, we'll just have the springalds snipe them down. Walling up the sides, always a good idea. We're waiting on our opponents to come forward with units. Haven't seen anything yet. If they come forward, we're ready to snipe them down. And we've got quite an army of some knights. Burn down this palisade wall. And I mean, Skrymir's really bringing out the traction trebuchets. In fact, I think he just earned some money from the trebuchets destroying a building. It was pretty cool. Here he comes forward with a lot of his spearmen, but I mean, these spearmen are not doing anything, and these veteran camel archers are doing bonus damage against them. And now the springalds are starting to target down the mangonels. There's just no hope for these mangonel. They're just completely out-sieged. And now that the spearmen are pretty much done for, all of these man-at-arms are going to move in. The longbowmen can't do anything against these trebuchets. You can see just how tanky these man-at-arms are. They just don't care about all of these English arrows. They're still going to battle it out, take out whatever archers they can. And I mean, we've still got so many forces to send in. We're starting to rally to get ready to take on the Rus player. And we trigger the Sacred Site Victory timer. And at this point, our opponents decide this is too much. We're backing out. It was a good start for a 2v2. I think Skrymir learned a decent amount. And I loved seeing all the harassment from the horsemen. Pretty fun. I think we'll continue to see him play as the Mongols in the future. But yeah, hope you enjoy this 2v2, and you'll probably see more 2v2s in the future, hopefully against some better opponents.